Hi everyone, welcome to this video on participatory research. So, what is participatory research? Participatory research is based on the principle of minimizing the gap between the researcher and the research participants. It involves increased community involvement and participation to enhance the relevance of the research findings to their needs. For instance, a research study regarding the local agricultural community can be effectively studied by the researcher actually reaching out to the community, spending time interacting with the members, being involved in their activities, and making them participate in the research. Here we have two definitions for participatory research. It involves researchers and participants working together to examine a problematic situation or action to change it for the better. Or, it is people-centered in the sense that the process of critical inquiry is informed by and responds to the experiences and needs of people involved. Origin and development of participatory research. PR finds its origins in both social action research and emancipatory philosophy, frequently described as emerging from northern and southern traditions. In the northern tradition, Kurt Lewin, in the 1940s, working in both the USA and the UK, proposed a cycle of continuous inquiry, action, and evaluation undertaken for society's marginalized people. Lewin's action research promoted empowerment and social equity. It needs the best of what the best among us can give and help of everybody. This was followed by Argyris and others who expanded these early concepts and applied them to promote organizational efficiency. The southern tradition of emancipatory theory and practice questioned the values of research and education in relation to political power and oppression. In 1970, Paulo Freire from Brazil, in Pedagogy of the Oppressed, posited individuals not as empty vessels and objects of inquiry, but as full participants in inquiry, able to determine their own needs and in order to improve their own lives. Researchers and international organizations, including UNESCO and the World Bank, use Freire's ideas to work with disenfranchised communities to generate evidence to force policy changes and to acquire much needed funding. In these years, the research under community leadership was often qualitative with limited academic involvement. Attitude of the community. It is assumed that such involvement by the community will increase the possibility of the community accepting the research finding and, if need be, its willingness and involvement in solving the problems and issues that confront it. Method. You can undertake a qualitative or quantitative study in these inquiries, but the main emphasis is on people's engagement, collaboration, and participation in the research process. In a way, these designs are based on the community development model where engagement of a community by way of consultation and participation in planning and execution of research tasks is imperative. The researcher. You are not merely a researcher in participative research designs, but also a community organizer seeking active participation of the community. The researcher works at two different aspects. The first one, the community organization, and secondly, the research. Participatory action research. Participatory action research is a form of action research in which professional social researchers operate as full collaborators with members of organizations in studying and transforming those organizations. It is an attribute of action research in which the problem is determined by the people who believe and feel that the problem is really a problem in the local setting and the solution to the problem is within the same setting without intention of generalizing its results. Now let us take a look at the advantages of participatory research. Research participants increases their knowledge and ideas as well as valid analysis of social reality, thus more relevant solutions are achieved. Both researchers and subjects of the study gain more from the research process when the researchers attain great sensitivity and self-awareness of the problems. The subject of the study gained trust and self-confidence at their own rate and resources to improve their conditions. Good relationship can be developed among the research team, research participants, and people in the community. Humanistic approach is enhanced through involvement of everyone in solving social problems. The disadvantages of participatory research are the following. It is time consuming because it takes time to involve many people in conducting research. It is difficult to gather people and manage to attend the General Assembly due to large number of people involved. The research team may use their power to personal needs and most of the benefits go to them. With full people's participation, factors such as experiences, educational qualifications, socio-economic status, knowledge, abilities and skills will affect the benefit of the participants. The less experiences, knowledge, abilities and skills one has in participating, the less one benefits from the system. So, that is it for participatory research. Thank you for watching and I hope you found it beneficial.